America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. I'm your host, Joe Parisi. This is episode number 60, and coming your way, as always, I've got 3 very fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia. 7 questions in each round with just 5 seconds between questions to think of the answer, so you got to be real quick, but at the end of each round, after question 7, I'll go right back over everything I just asked and give you all the answers. So you can play along, you can learn some new things, you can be reminded of some cool pop culture stuff that you forgot all about. The categories for this episode are going to be top films of 1992, music, and then television at the turn of the century. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1. Top films of 1992. Question 1. The number 1 highest grossing film of 1992 was a Disney animated film. Robin Williams, Gilbert Gottfried, and a young actor from the TV series Full House were all voices in this film. Name the film. Question 2. The second highest grossing film of 1992 co-starred Kevin Costner. It dealt with celebrity stalking and gave us the 10th highest grossing soundtrack of all time. Name the film. Question 3. The third highest grossing film of 1992 was a sequel. It was written by John Hughes, directed by Chris Columbus, set in New York, and starred a child actor. Name the film. Question 4. Michael Douglas played San Francisco police detective Nick Curran in this erotic thriller that was the 4th highest grossing film of 1992. The film was originally given an NC-17 rating because of explicit violence and sexual content, but later was given an R rating. Name the film. Question 5. The third installment in this action comedy series came in as the 5th highest grossing film of 1992. It starred Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci. Name the film. Question 6. Batman Returns was the 6th highest grossing film of 92. Michael Keaton was still Batman in this film. Who was this film's director? It's a very famous director. And question 7. The 7th highest grossing film of 1992 gave us the memorable and often quoted scene where Jack Nicholson tells Tom Cruise, "You can't handle the truth." Name the film. That's going to do it for round number 1. Let's check those questions, see how you did with film from 1992. Question 1. The number 1 highest grossing film of 92 was a Disney animated film. Robin Williams, Gilbert Gottfried, and a young actor from the TV series Full House were all voices in this film. Name the film. That is Aladdin. Scott Weinger, who played DJ Tanner's boyfriend Steve on Full House and Fuller House, he was the voice of Aladdin. Question 2. The second highest grossing film of 92 co-starred Kevin Costner. It dealt with celebrity stalking and gave us the 10th highest grossing soundtrack of all time. What movie is that? The Bodyguard. The soundtrack to The Bodyguard won the Grammy for Album of the Year. That film made over $400 million, and from the minute it came out, the critics hated it. They said it was so cheesy, but just goes to show what a little bit of star power, creative marketing, and a great soundtrack can do for a movie. Question 3, the third highest grossing film of 92 was a sequel. It was written by John Hughes, directed by Chris Columbus, set in New York, and starred a child actor. Name the film. That's Home Alone 2. Question 4, Michael Douglas played San Francisco police detective Nick Curran in this erotic thriller that was the fourth highest grossing movie of 92. The film was originally given an NC-17 rating based on explicit violence and sexual content, but was later given an R rating. Name the film. That's Basic Instinct. Question 5. The third installment in this action comedy series came in as the fifth highest grossing film of 1992. It starred Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci. Name the film. Talking about a third installment, that is Lethal Weapon 3. Question 6. Batman Returns was the sixth highest grossing film of 1992. Michael Keaton was still Batman for this film, but who was the film's director? It's a very famous director. The answer is Tim Burton. Final question in round 1, question 7. The seventh highest grossing film of 92 gave us the memorable and often quoted scene where Jack Nicholson told Tom Cruise, "You can't handle the truth." Name that film. A Few Good Men.
Round 2.
Round 2 is all about music. Question 1. Formed in Detroit, Michigan in 1996, this hip-hop group featured Eminem as one of its members. They had hit songs called Purple Pills and My Band. Name this hip-hop group. Question 2. Last Resort was the name of this band's top-selling single. It hit number 1 back in the year 2000. They also had hits called Broken Home, Scars, and Getting Away with Murder. Name the band. Question 3. Name the artist behind the hit 2015 song Hotline Bling. Question 4. Loungin', Headsprung, and Around the Way Girl were all hits by what artist? Question 5. This artist first found commercial success in 2006 with a single called Tim McGraw that she co-wrote with songwriter Liz Rose while she was just a freshman in high school. Name this artist. Question 6. Released in 2000, the song I'm Like a Bird became one of the most successful songs of 2001. What artist was behind the single I'm Like a Bird? And question 7, your final music question for this episode. In 1987, this artist became the first female inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Name the artist. All right, let's check your answers for round number 2. Question 1. Formed in Detroit, Michigan in 1996, this hip-hop group featured Eminem as one of its members. They had hit songs called Purple Pills and My Band. Name this hip-hop group. That's D12, also known as the Dirty Dozen. Question 2. Last Resort was the name of this band's top-selling single. It hit number 1 back in the year 2000. They also had hit songs called Broken Home, Scars, and Getting Away with Murder. Name the band. That's Papa Roach. Question 3. Name the artist behind the 2015 song Hotline Bling. That's Drake. Question 4. Loungin', Headsprung, and Around the Way Girl were all hits by what artist? LL Cool J. Question 5. This artist first found commercial success in 2006 with a single called Tim McGraw that she co-wrote with songwriter Liz Rose while she was just a freshman in high school. Name this artist. Taylor Swift. Question 6. Released in 2000, the song I'm Like a Bird became one of the most successful songs of 2001. What artist was behind the single I'm Like a Bird? That's Nelly Furtado. And question 7. In 1987, this artist became the first female inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Name the artist. That was Aretha Franklin. 1987 was the second class to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you were wondering how long they were around, like I was, before a woman got in. She was in the second class. Round 3, here we go.
Round 3.
For round 3, we are transporting ourselves back to the year 1999. Very magical year, Y2K. A lot of great films, but we're talking all about TV from that year. So here we go. Question number 1. Family Guy debuted on January 31st, 1999. Who is the creator of this show? Question 2. A certain teen comedy drama began its now legendary 12-episode run in 1999. The show's cast included James Franco, Seth Rogen, Busy Phillips, and Linda Cardellini. Name this show. Question 3. There have been several TV shows over the years that were based on successful films. True or false? In 1999, they launched a TV series called Clueless that was based off of the 1995 movie Clueless that starred Alicia Silverstone. Is that true or false? Question 4. The Late Late Show on CBS had been hosted by Tom Snyder from 1995 to 1999. From 2005 to 2014, it was hosted by Craig Ferguson. And from 2015 to the present, it's been hosted by James Corden. Who was the host of The Late Late Show between 1999 and 2004? This person was in the movie Old School and had also worked as an anchor on ESPN. Name this host. Question 5. I love this question. The dating game show Blind Date debuted in 1999. Many of you might recall watching this show as they would follow couples out on blind dates, and commentary would be added in the form of subtitles, little animations, and thought bubbles. You might even be able to picture in your mind the host of this show. What was the name of the host of Blind Date? Question 6. Described as the Dear Abby for the hip-hop generation, this female Grammy-winning hip-hop artist launched her own talk show in 1999. The show was named after her, but it wasn't called the Dana Owens Show, Dana Owens being her real name. No, this show was called the What Show? And question 7. The Sopranos debuted on HBO in January 1999. Edie Falco played Tony Soprano's wife. What was the name of her character? And that's going to wrap up round 3. Let's see how well you remember television from the turn of the century. Question 1. Family Guy debuted on January 31st, 1999. Who was the creator of this show? Seth MacFarlane. Still is. Question 2. A certain teen comedy drama began its now legendary 12-episode run in 1999. The show's cast included James Franco, Seth Rogen, Busy Phillips, and Linda Cardellini. Name the show. That is Freaks and Geeks. One of my favorite shows ever. Question 3. There have been several TV shows over the years that were based on successful films. True or false? In 1999, they launched a TV series called Clueless, based off of the 1995 movie Clueless. That is absolutely true. Alicia Silverstone was not on the show. She did not appear as Cher, but her best friend from the movie, Dion, who was played by Stacey Dash, she came back. So she was on the show. So was Donald Faison as Murray, Alyssa Donovan as Amber, Twink Kaplan as Mrs. Geist, and Wally Shawn as Mr. Hall. So they did get a lot of the original film characters back, but not Alicia Silverstone. And yes, that show existed. I've never seen it. Question 4. The Late Late Show on CBS had been hosted by Tom Snyder from 1995 to 1999. From 2005 to 2014, it was hosted by Craig Ferguson. Then from 2015 to the present, it's been hosted by James Corden. Who was that host of The Late Late Show from 1999 to 2004? This person was in the movie Old School and had also worked as an anchor on ESPN. Name the host. That's Craig Kilborn. He played Mark in Old School, Guy Code. Remember, he was fooling around with the help at the birthday party. He was a big jerk. He was Ellen Pompeo's boyfriend or whatever. And at the end of the movie, like during the credits, his car went off that bridge. That's Craig Kilborn. Question 5. The dating game show Blind Date debuted in 1999. Many of you might recall this show as they would follow couples out on blind dates, and commentary would be added in the form of subtitles, animations, and thought bubbles. It was kind of like VH1's pop-up video, just bloop, bloop, just like little thoughts would pop up above their heads, making fun of one another usually. You might even be able to picture in your mind the host of this show. What was his name? Roger Lodge. These days, one of the things keeping Roger Lodge busy is he does a sports radio show out in California all about the Anaheim Angels. He's on their radio network, and he does afternoons. So if you're ever out that way, you can catch him afternoons on 8:30 a.m. Roger Lodge. Question 6. Described as the Dear Abby for the hip-hop generation, this female Grammy-winning hip-hop artist launched her own talk show in 1999. The show was named after her, but it wasn't called The Dana Owens Show, Dana Owens being her real name. No, this show was called The What Show? The Queen Latifah Show. And question 7. The Sopranos debuted on HBO in January 1999. Edie Falco played Tony Soprano's wife. What was the name of her character? Carmela. Sopranos ended up running 6 seasons, 86 fantastic episodes. In my opinion, one of the most bizarre ways to end a series ever. We were just left wondering what the heck happened. Did they kill Tony? Did they not? We don't know. So bizarre. As I wrote that question, as soon as I wrote the question, I went back and watched the finale on YouTube, and it's still just, it stings to not know, to not have that closure. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed episode 60. This is America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name's Joe Parisi. You can reach out to me anytime through my website, which is joeparisivoiceover.com. You can reach me there if you need a trivia night host for your special event. You can reach out to me and we can talk about that. Or you can just give me your comments on the show. But speaking of that, you know what I would love for you to do is wherever you get your podcasts from, iTunes, Spotify, wherever, you can usually leave a rating and a review for a show. And I would love it if you enjoyed the show, if you would do that, because that bumps us up in the ratings and it helps other people then more easily find the show. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to episode 60. It's been fun. I'm going to go write some more questions so we can do this again soon. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show
with Joe Parisi.